Shut the fuck up. This nigga a bitch. Shut the fuck up. This nigga a bitch. Was one of a shit like that. I just wondered that. Shit like that. I just wondered that. Shut the fuck up. This nigga a bitch. Shut the fuck up. This nigga a bitch.
Bro, this nigga need to come on, bro. I already don't feel like playing this, cuz.
You already know what it's.
Streak this season. What do you think of what he's doing right now?
I'm not a fan of in terms of winning championships. I don't think that style is ever going to win championships.
So are you saying you don't think James Harden and the Rockets, as constructed, can win a title?
Not with this style of play, it won't win. Right? With one player dominating the ball. Because listen, if you take one player, you put him at the top of the key, or you put him on the wing, you're running screen rolls, you're always in front of the defense. The defense is key on that, particularly in the playoffs. That's easy to defend. Yeah, it's easy to defend.
James Harden, of course, crazy streak this season. What do you think of what he's doing right now?
I'm not a fan of in terms of winning championships. I don't think that style is ever going to win championships.
So are you saying you don't think James Harden and the Rockets, as constructed, can win a title?
Not with this style of play, it won't win. Right? With one player dominating the ball. Because listen, if you take one player, you put him at the top of the key, or you put him on the wing, you're running screen rolls, you're always in front of the defense. The defense can, it won't win. Right? With one player dominating the ball. Because listen, if you take one player, you put him at the top of the key, or you put him on the wing, you're running screen rolls, you're always in front of the defense. The defense can key on that, particularly in the playoffs. And that's easy to defend. Yeah, it's easy to defend.
James Harden.
Devin Booker, man.
EA has officially announced the yard, revealed a bunch of info about it, even showed some gameplay. I'm going to break it all down and show everything to you in this video today. And you know what they did? They waited till August to reveal it. You know why? Because we didn't reach our final form yet. Now it's August. Final form is here. Now we're ready to talk about the yard. I see what they did, and I like it. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, put those bell icons on so you never miss any of these up-to-date videos, especially all the gameplay like today. You don't want to miss out.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And an alley to run. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 16-yard line.
Anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Jackson now. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for... And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Sam Hubbard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, 43, 15. Chopper.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Strip that ball. He's coming. We got double up. 15. 54. Delta. Check. 1 side.
First down, and it's Hill again. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes on the move to his... And he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! Patrick Mahomes with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
They ain't get that nigga his points.
Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Stays on his feet. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in the blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20, and finally taken down to the 25-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the... As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hill going to try the right side. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 12.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, 89 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
A little jet sweep to start the drive, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Bengals' 44-yard line.
Mike, 57. All day, every day.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Never catch the ball. He catch the ball.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Past the 20. 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Completes it to Samuel. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Open man is Samuel, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The open man is Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Hill. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 41, Mahomes. Ebron caught left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. He's back to throw. That one complete to Hill. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on.
Yeah.